going to be the shtick of my stream. The fact I'm a wee bit crazy when things aren't going my way. Ah, shit. Oh, it's so annoying. Ah, you piece of... Ah, you little asshole. Get up! Get up! Oh no! Oh shit! I'm still in it! I'm still in it! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh you... Sorry. Oh no! Here comes the rage. I tell ya, there is a rage building deep down within my good self. The Treksperts Quiz would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this show is created. We pay our respects to elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people today.
Double T Media.
You're listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to the Treksperts Quiz live for the first time in 2024. So excited to be back. I'm back a little bit earlier than I was originally planning to be, because the group that we've got on today, when they told me they were available this weekend, I was like, I have been waiting to get these people on the quiz for so long, so I jumped at the chance. So back a little bit earlier. So this is a bit of a special presentation. You've got this episode today, and then I actually won't be back until later in February. But hey, strap in, because this is going to be a lot of fun. So for the uninitiated out there, the Treksperts Quiz is the only Star Trek game show on the internet. At least I think that's the case, because it's the only one that I host. So therefore, I'm not really paying attention to any others that may exist. But if they're out there, good for them. It is a Double T Media production, which is at home here on the BQN Podcast Network. And a big hello to all of our BQN Network patrons, especially this show's associate producers, the wonderful Matt Harker, Lars DeSenza of the Red Shirt Geeks, and Jason Anderson. Thank you so much for your continued support. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to all the other hosts on the BQN network. And if you would like to help keep the Treksperts Quiz and all of the other wonderful BQN programs coming to you week by week and enjoy some exclusive network perks, you can become a patron by heading over to patreon.com/BQN. So, welcome to those. If you are watching live today on YouTube, Twitch, X, or Facebook, welcome. It's good to have you. You can play along live in the chat today. In fact, we may have a little segment later on.
That is correct.
Whoops, I just hit the correct button. We may have a little segment later on where you can be involved. In fact, if you've got any special trivia questions you may want to ask today's contestants, you may have that opportunity today as well. But stay tuned, stay tuned. I can see Ricard Picardo, good friend of the show, in the chat already. So jump in, get comfortable. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I am solo today in terms of running the show. So normally, as you know, I do have my scorekeeper. No scorekeeper today. I'm going to be doing everything myself. So again, strap in, because who knows how that will turn out. Let's get right down to it, though. So without further ado, I am going to engage that Voyager transporter. And welcome Sloan, Julia, and Heather from the Red Shirts Musical Improv group to the bridge. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Treksperts Quiz. I think, look, there's a lot to kind of unpack when it comes to a Star Trek musical improv group. So, who'd like to maybe give us a bit of a rundown as to who you are and what you're all about?
So we are Red Shirts, and we are the only all-women Star Trek: The Next Generation inspired musical improv troupe in the known universe. And to break that down, we tend to gravitate towards Next Generation as far as the characters and whatnot that we do. Everything that we perform is made up on the spot, including the person who's accompanying us. And it's just a lot of fun. If you've ever wanted to hear, I don't know, Worf sing a love song to Gok, it could happen. Who knows?
Julia's being humble. I want to bring up the time that Julia sang an entire song as Captain Picard about how much he loves the Enterprise, and it was called "I Need the D."
That's right. That's right. Yes.
It was truly. I think about it a lot.
It's iconic.
So
it is iconic.
It is absolutely iconic.
Please tell me there's a recording of that somewhere.
Yes, we do have a recording.
There is actually.
All right.
And it's on our YouTube channel on Red Shirts Musical Improv.
Excellent. We're definitely going to have to get the link to that for everyone.
It's amazing.
And it's set the tone. Wonderful. Love it. I love it. So and this is not the full group. There is 6 of you, I believe, in total.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. That's right.
Wow. That must be okay. That sounds like a lot of fun. And look, you may inspire me to start my own Star Trek improv group here in Melbourne, Australia. I don't know if anyone would come, but I'll just do it out in my front yard.
I believe they would. Yeah, for sure.
Incredible. Well, so look, you're very TNG focused, and I think I was chatting to Sloan a little bit prior to the show today about, I think you were like, oh, but is there going to be questions about like books or comics and like really, really niche stuff?
Ooh.
Wait, Heather, do you know about the books and the comics? Because I was like, I do not. Do you?
Oh my God. I had some books. The comics I'm less knowledgeable about. I was really into the books when I was younger.
Wow. Julia.
I've read some of the Discovery and Lower Decks comics. But not the other. I haven't done a lot of the TNG comics, shockingly.
Okay. So
we have a broad, varied knowledge.
That's
the artwork on the TNG comics is pretty amazing. If you've ever seen.
Well, I don't think I've got any comic book questions in today, but it did make me wonder. So, like, if I can go around one by one, what are you not wanting any questions about today? I'll start with Sloan.
Oh, great. Well, aside from the books and the comics, I think I love the streaming series. However, I've only seen them all one time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it would be the worst thing, but it's not as much in my cellular being as TNG and the 30 years that it's been on reruns and that I can watch it kind of all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The J.J. Abrams also spinoff, like I think I saw the first movie, maybe the second one. I think there's a third. I kind of opted out. So like that whole
the third's good.
Is it?
I was going to say the third.
In my opinion, the third one's really good.
I agree.
Think like the Cumberbatch, I think I was like, what's happening
that was the second
here? Yeah, and then I just kind of was like, I don't know anymore. So I think that whole Kelvin timeline, though, I'm like, wait, where are we? What? So those things, but I will do my best, David.
That's all we can ask for. And what about you, Julia? What would you like to not have to answer any questions about?
I guess probably later seasons of Enterprise or Voyager, because I just missed them when they were on originally, and I think I've seen the movies. I'm probably weakest in TOS actually, as far as like the TV series.
Ooh, we may have some of those. But
I mean, I'm not utterly unfamiliar with it.
That's good. Well, yeah, we always try our best. And Heather, what would you like to avoid questions about?
Probably the newer. I am not caught up on Discovery. I'm not caught up on Enterprise other than the theme song. So if you've got questions about the theme song, I'm on it. But I've never actually watched that series all the way through. And Voyager, I've watched it.
I've watched it. It's a thing.
I've watched it.
Yeah.
Not as much as like TOS, TNG, DS9 are my three, the ones that I really like. Like DS9 is my favorite. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, I often try to do a quiz that speaks to the group that I have on for the episode. So for the first 2 rounds today, everything is very Red Shirt inspired. And then...
oh, dear.
And then there's going to be a bit of improv inspired, but you'll see how that's going to work out later on. So I think there's no better way to do this than just to jump straight into round. We're going to play the Treksperts Quiz. Round 1 is general knowledge of anyone who has ever worn a red shirt before.
Oh.
They're all dead.
To tell the tale? Exactly. I was like, who's alive? Who's alive? Okay.
All right. I think an easy one to start with. What was the difference between a red shirt in the original series and the Next Generation? Sloan.
Okay. Next gen, red shirts were bridge. In original series, red shirts died. they were cannon fodder. Essentially, they got sent down as security, and they were out.
Insufficient data.
Not quite what I'm looking for. So I'm going to open the buzzer and let Julia or Heather have a go. Heather.
So I would say that red shirts on the original series were all of your engineers. They were your engineering crew. And the current day series, TNG, they became command. Anyone who was in command.
That is correct.
Well done. You pick up the first point. Congratulations. All right. So your second question. Name the 2 regular red shirts from the original series. Sloan.
Scotty. Chief Engineer Montgomery Scott. And
angry at
someone
myself.
else.
And someone else.
And someone else. It wasn't the doctor who I don't
think about the thing that's iconic about our group.
It was a lady. It was Uhura.
That is correct.
Yes.
Are we allowed to help each other? Is that okay?
I mean, if you want to give the points away, that's fine.
Fair point.
We had some users watching on Facebook who were screaming Uhura just then. So, well done. You got there in the end. So that's a point for Sloan. Well done.
Thank you,
okay.
Heather.
So this is an interesting question and could be up for debate, but which series has half of its main cast in red shirts? Julia.
I'm gonna say DS9.
Negative.
Not what I'm looking for, I'm afraid. The buzzer is back open for Sloan and Heather.
Half of the bridge crew in red shirts.
Half of its main crew, and I've got Heather.
I'm gonna say Voyager.
Negative.
Half of its main cast. So the exact. So if you want to have a go, yep.
I'm just going to say Discovery just to close the loop here.
Negative.
No, Lower Decks.
Oh, we love Lower Decks.
There's 4
we
main
do.
cast in that, and 2 of them wear red shirts. So there we go.
Right,
That's
Boimler and
Oh,
Mariner.
that's a really good point. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne Wayne on YouTube and some of our Facebook users were also saying TNG. I mean, that could be correct.
No, because it's just Picard and Riker.
And
If you're
then-
looking at Bridge Crew, yeah.
Yeah, if you're looking at like main bridge crew, yeah.
All right.
And I guess the balance shifted a little bit when Wesley got the ensign uniform.
True.
And
yeah,
then
but then he
took
went off with the Traveler.
Went off the
so, you know.
Traveler. Yeah.
All right. Question 4. Lieutenant Stardy was a red shirt who served aboard which ship?
Dottie?
Stardy. Stadi. Julia?
Strange New Worlds.
Negative.
No. No, also not a ship. But buzzes back.
That is an excellent point. Yes, I will.
Heather.
Discovery.
Negative.
No, Sloan, you get a free shot at it.
Enterprise. I think TOS.
Negative.
No, Lieutenant Study served on Voyager. Very briefly. So she was the lieutenant who took Tom Paris onto the ship at Deep Space Nine on the shuttle. And he's
Whoa.
Oh,
All right.
And she dies in the when they get whisked away. So
Yeah.
he's like, Stardy, you're changing my mind about Beta Zeds.
Oh,
No one remembers that.
Tom
Wow.
being slimy.
Wow.
No one in the chat got that. I would have thought some people in the chat would have been screaming that one out. But
Deep
all good. This is an interesting one. Marla MacGyvers is a red shirt who fell for which handsome warrior? Julia?
Worf.
Negative.
Someone on Facebook's got it, but we're going to see if our own red shirts can get it. So which Marla MacGyvers is a red shirt who fell for which handsome warrior? I mean, handsome is subjective, but or objective. Heather.
On?
That is correct.
It was Khan. Well done. Well
You gave it to me when you made that comment. That was brilliant.
Fair call. It was Khan. So yeah, Marla MacGyvers was
That's right.
a crewman.
She the
in
one that like
Spacey.
joined his crew?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Put that one away somewhere.
Your question 6. Which red shirt said this? I fly the ship. Julia.
Oh God, why am I forgetting her name? Erica? What is that? Or is that the actress's name? Oh gosh.
From Strange New Worlds?
Yes.
Erica
That is her-
Erica is the character's
character.
That is
first
correct.
name. So
Okay.
I will give it to you. Do you don't remember what the actual surname is?
I will kick myself when I hear it, I'm sure.
All right, so I will give you a point for that, but I am going to for half a point, I'm going to see if either Heather or Sloan can tell me. Heather?
Ortega.
Ah!
That is correct.
Ortegas, but yes. So
Oh, fuck. Excuse me.
Ooh, that's quite
That's
all
why it's good. That's why beforehand when David was like, it's okay if you curse once in a while.
right. So that's a point, Julia, that's your first point on the board. And we gave a half point there to Heather. All right, question 7 of 9. Now, question 7 of 9, as regular viewers of the show will know, has lots of points up for grabs. Now, there are 10 points available here. 10, which is quite a lot. Now, I'm going to ask a question. And there is a list of answers that you can give me. There is 1 point for each one you get correct. Now, if you buzz in, I will let you go until you get one wrong. As soon as you get one wrong, you're out. And someone else can take over. Okay. So, I hope I got all of these right, because the internet will come for me if I got them wrong. Name the regular cast members on TNG, DS9, and Voyager who wore red shirts.
Wait, the actors or
The characters.
Thank you.
Julia.
Picard,
That's 1.
Riker,
That's 2.
Cisco,
That's 3.
Scotty.
Scotty was not on any of those shows
Negative.
as a regular
Oh,
cast
right.
member. So you picked up 3 points there. So we have had Picard, Riker, and Cisco. I'm going to clear the buzzer. So it's TNG, DS9, and Voyager. Heather, go.
So I'm going to say Janeway,
Janeway was 1.
Tom Paris.
Paris was another.
That's all I can think of from those. Of
Okay.
main cast?
Yep, main cast, yep.
That's all I can think of.
Okay, well,
Because I don't count
That is
Kira because
correct.
she's not Starfleet.
We're red.
all right, so we'll give you 2 points for saying Janeway and Paris. So we've had Picard, Riker, Cisco, Janeway, Paris. Sloan, there are 5 more. Which ones do you think you can?
It's DS9, TNG,
And Voyager.
And Voyager.
and Voyager.
Yeah. Go, Sloan.
I feel like Worf on DS9 wore red.
He did, and he also wore it in the first season of TNG.
Oh, that's right.
You.
Mhm.
So do I get 1 point
There
for
is
that and not
1 point for that. Yep.
okay, and not the point for TNG? Voyager. No, he didn't. No. Blue, yellow. And you said Tom Paris, right?
Yep, we've
Mhm.
had Paris. Yep.
I know. I can't. I'm trying to think of who the other
I'm
one
like
is too.
going through. I'm like, Kess didn't have an outfit. Neelix didn't have an outfit. The Doctor wore
7 of 9
blue.
didn't have an outfit.
No, she had a hot
Oh,
outfit, but not
she
a red
did.
outfit.
She had an
Um,
outfit, right?
Yeah. And all of a sudden, Voyager is like a blank, and I could see Tom Paris driving, and that's about it. Who else was on the bridge? Who's on the
So
bridge?
I'm gonna cut you off there.
Oh yeah, cut me off. That's fine.
Insufficient data.
So I will give you the point for Worf, because I was gonna take Worf as an answer for both. For both the first season of TNG and for his appearance in Deep Space Nine. So the other ones now. I was actually I would have taken Kira on a technicality if you had logged that as
Oh.
one of your answers.
Ooh.
Okay.
LaForge in season 1 wore a red shirt.
True.
And we
That's right.
got
Before he's cheap.
one of our viewers on Facebook got that. Well done. Wesley wore a red shirt.
Right.
Right.
You just said that,
Right.
Julia.
Exactly.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I just never think of it.
No.
Chakotay.
You can only see the striped sweater, right?
Oh,
Who? Jadzia? Did you say Jadzia? I love
Chakotay.
her.
Chakotay.
Chakotay!
Yeah.
Of course, Chakotay. He's on the bridge.
Yeah, so all that we had Picard,
Right,
Riker,
first
LaForge,
officer, we were all like,
Who else was on the bridge? Who else was driving that thing?
Yeah.
Harry Kim, but he's just an ensign.
Yeah, Harry. World's oldest ensign.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, that one challenged us.
I loved it.
Let's move on to the second last question for the general knowledge round. Apart from LaForge, name the other red shirt engineer who was blind. Julia.
Hemmer from Strange New Worlds.
That is correct.
Well,
Like I remember the actor's name. I don't remember the character name.
And Final question for this round. Which character wore a red shirt only once in a pilot episode?
Does pilot have a double meaning here?
No. The first episode of a series.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Heather.
Spock.
Negative.
I'm afraid not. Sloane or Julia? Julia?
You. There's definitely a lot of red in that outfit.
He wore red most of the time he appeared.
Negative.
So I'm afraid not. Sloane, you get a free shot.
Sure. Who wore red in the pilot episode? I'm going to say the captain of Strange New Worlds, whose name has escaped me right now, but his hair is fabulous.
His name is Pike, and my dog is named after him, but it is not.
Negative.
It's not him.
Oh.
It was Miles O'Brien. Miles O'Brien wore a red shirt
Oh my God.
in the pilot of TNG.
I forgot he was even in it.
Yeah, Tara in the
Right.
chat did say Geordie. Tara, you are correct, but Geordie also wore a red shirt for the entire first season. So that brings us to the end of the first round. Oh, fun fact. O'Brien also wore a red shirt in the finale of TNG in the flashback sequences in All Good Things. So he did wear it twice. So that's the end of the first round. So pretty solid effort. We've got, as far as points go, Sloane, you're coming in third with 2 points. Heather, you are a fabulous first alternate at this point with 4.5 points. And Julia, you are just scraping into first place with 5 points. So there's only half a point. Congratulations. Well done.
Nice.
So we're going to move into round. I often do name the episode kind of rounds where we use little hints and clues or I'll give you, and you've got to tell me what episode or movie I'm talking about. Now, this is going to be interesting. Now, this is where, unfortunately, I think it was Julia said that TOS is not really your thing. This is very TOS. Because I'm going to tell you the name of a red shirt and one of the conditions in which they died. So maybe the planet they were on, maybe who killed them. And you have to tell me which episode from TOS I'm referring to. That's amazing. I've tried to keep it to some of the more iconic episodes of TOS, but we'll see how we go. And welcome to Diana in the chat, who just gave a big woo to Julia. So you've got someone rooting for you there.
Aw.
Hi, Diana.
All right. So your first one. Ensign O'Herlihy on Cestus 3. Cestus 3 being the big clue there, Heather.
Space Seed.
Negative.
I'm afraid not. I'll open the buzzer back up. Sloane.
Flower power.
Flower power. I think I know what episode you're talking about, but no.
Negative.
Julia, did you want to take a guess?
I will absolutely guess. Shore Leave.
Negative.
Famously, the first Star Trek episode I ever watched. Well, famously to those who've watched this show, because I bring it up all the time. But no, it was none of those. It was the episode Arena. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is one of those where they make Captain and Spock fight each other kind of half naked.
I think it's the Gorn, right?
It's the Gorn episode. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I was traumatized by the Gorn, so
Yeah.
I'm not surprised I didn't remember.
All right. So Crewman Grant on Capella 4. It's probably one of the harder ones. Heather?
Space Seed.
That is correct.
Oh, no, sorry.
Negative.
I was really excited if that was correct.
That would have been funny if it was, but no, let's just
Negative.
remind everyone again that was incorrect. No, I'll open the buzzer. Sloan
Times Arrow.
Negative.
is
Which
not an
part?
episode of the original series.
No, it's not. But they're words.
Sorry, Julia.
For the world is hollow and I have touched the sky. Because I don't know why that title stuck. Well, I know why that title stuck in my head, but
Negative.
That is a great guess.
I love that episode.
Yeah. It was the episode Friday's Child.
Mm.
is that the one with like Grant Howard as the as like the baby kind of thing?
No.
Clint Howard.
Yeah, that's
Clint Howard.
Corba might maneuver is what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So your next one, again, buzz in if you know this. Crewman Handorf on Gamma Trianguli 6. Heather.
The Tholian Web.
Negative.
I thought you were going to say Space Seed.
I was waiting for
waiting
Space
for it.
Seed. I was waiting for Space Seed. It's not the Tholian Web. Buzzer's back open. Sloan.
Whole bunch of tribbles.
Negative.
No. And also, Trouble with Tribbles, I think, is the episode that you were referring to there. Julia.
The Cage.
Negative.
No, it was The Apple. The Apple. I do apologize. You do have to be a bit of a TOS aficionado to get it.
I've seen the movie The Apple, but that's not going to help me here.
No, and I
No.
should have put as my worst thing ever titles of episodes.
Yes. I didn't even think about that being on the table.
Me
right?
neither, because I like aside from yesterday's Enterprise, because it's one of my favorites from TOG, I don't know if I know any titles. Hence a whole bunch of tribbles.
Okay, this next one's actually a film. So just to help narrow it down, tell me
Okay, thank you for the hint.
which film
Not
this is.
Space Seed. All right.
Engineer Olsen on the Narada's drill platform. Heather?
The motion picture?
Negative.
No,
No, that's
incorrect.
V'ger. That's not the name of it.
The
Wasn't the
Narada's
name of the
drill
movie?
platform. Vija was in the motion picture, yes.
Right.
Right.
Wasn't it called like The Motion Picture? Was the
Yeah, that's the name of it.
movie? Yeah.
Julia?
Narada's platform.
The Search for Spock.
Negative.
No. The Narada's drill platform.
I think it's
Slow.
the one with Winona Ryder.
I mean,
I think it's the first J.J. Abrams.
I thought it was TOS.
No, he just said movie.
it's a movie, and you are correct. It was
Oh, okay.
the one with Winona Ryder.
Oh my God. I also thought it was just TOS movies. It's okay. I wouldn't have gotten it anyway.
I'll give you half a point for that.
Winona Ryder.
I should think from now on it'll just be maybe the one with Winona Ryder in it. So I'm going to give you a half point for that. That's
Yeah, that movie, that was the crossover between TNG and Friends.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the one with Winona Ryder. Yeah.
We did get some. We got some love in the chat for that one. One of our watchers on Facebook got it right. Picardo got it right. Tara guessed Star Trek Beyond. Very, very close, Tara. Very, very close. All right, the next one. We're going back into original series episodes now. Lieutenant Carlisle getting owned by Nomad.
Okay, man, I love that episode. Just don't know what it's called. No.
Come on.
All right. Whom gods destroy? It's not.
Negative.
No, it's not, I'm afraid.
Not.
And I agree with you. It's actually one of my favorite TOS episodes as well. Julia?
Great episode.
Space Seed?
Negative.
Good callback. Good callback.
I'm afraid not. Sloan, I will give you a free shot.
Could you repeat the question?
Lieutenant Carlisle getting owned by Nomad.
The one with the hippie children that talk about adults in a weird way. Also might have Clint Howard. That one.
Negative.
I'm
afraid not. That's the second time you've referred to hippies.
TOS. They had them a lot on the show.
They did. The name of the episode, Heather, was The Changeling.
Oh my God. Do you know why I'm mad? Because I buzzed in to say that, and then I was like, no, that's Trelane, and I changed my answer. Rrr! Go with your gut. Always go with your gut.
Always
go with your gut. Then I was like, Nomad's not a changeling. Go with your gut. All right. That's it. I've learned. Space Seed.
Yeah. And well done to our Facebook audience for getting that one correct. Okay, number 6. Sam in the gym at the hands of an angsty teenager.
Oh, that was a good episode.
I remember that. What?
Oh, it was that actor with the big head.
Heather.
Seed.
Negative.
That actor with the big head.
It was that guy. He was supposed to be a kid, and he was just like a jerk on the bridge. He was just not nice to anyone.
Oh,
I know who you're talking about. So the buzz is back open. So Sam died in the gym at the hands of an angsty teenager. What episode was that?
Tell me your second guess, because I've got nothing.
I know it now that you said that.
Go for it.
No, you got to get the points.
Slow.
Kid with the big head.
Kid with the big head. I mean, I feel like there was a lot of big heads in the 60s, so I'm not too sure that that's going to narrow it down enough. So
Negative.
I will have to
The
give
pilot.
you a negative.
The first episode is aliens with big heads.
That's true too. They were veiny big heads. Yeah.
Now we have got your fan Diana in the chat. Julia has got this. Do you know it?
What was it? Sam? One more time.
Sam in the gym at the hands of an angsty teenager.
Oh, all I can think of is Bill Mooney, but that was Twilight Zone, is what I'm thinking of. Beaming into the cornfield.
I don't know what you mean by that. It was, and well done to Diana and our Facebook audience for getting this. Charlie X.
Charlie X.
The
Yeah.
kid with the big head.
With the big head.
With
Yeah.
the
Kid with the big head.
Sloan, when you were like, oh, and he destroys him with his mind, I was like, yeah, it's Charlie X. Ah.
Well done. Well done. All right. Okay.
Titles.
Question 7 of 9. Now, this is a bit of a guessing game. This is going to be
As
All
opposed
of this
to
has been
As
postponed.
Oh dear. All right, so whoever gets closer to the actual number I'm looking for will pick up 2 points here.
Okay.
How many red shirts died in the 3 seasons of the original series? Sloane, you can guess first.
12.
So Sloane's going to guess 12. Julia, what's your guess?
17.
17. Heather, what would you like to guess?
153.
100. Wow, okay.
153 dead red shirts walk into a bar.
So according to StarTrek.com, the actual answer is 24. So
That is
that
really
means
not
Julia is closest on 17 and picks up the 2 points because someone needed to pick up some points in this round. So that's good.
Nice. It's true. Yeah.
You're
Good
too
with the big head.
Well done. So according to the article on StarTrek.com that I got this from, there were 55 total deaths. And red shirts made up 24 of those deaths, compared to 9 in yellow and gold, 7 in blue, and 15 crossing into the final frontier in unidentified colors. I mean, I guess just means they were civilians. So
Yeah.
someone takes the time to figure all this out, which is nice. All right. Two more, and then we will end this torture, I promise. The no-name officer killed by the Horta.
The Horta?
The Horta, or as some call it, the giant crawling pizza monster. Julia?
Fox brain?
Negative.
No.
So close.
Oh.
Heather?
Is that whom gods destroy?
Negative.
It is not.
Urgh.
It is not. We've got people...
I love this other episode. I
Ooh.
like.
I just want to go back to the previous question for a sec, because one of our people on Facebook guessed 25. So you were so close. Well done. But anyway, sorry. Back to this question. So the no-name killed by the giant crawling pizza monster known as the Horta.
So
Slow.
it's up to me, and I say mind meld with me.
Negative.
It was
Was
Devil
that
in
your
the
answer,
Dark.
or was that you asking us to help you?
That was my answer, but also help me.
Please help.
No, that
please
was my
help.
answer to mind meld, because he mind melded with the pizza. No,
He did my meld with
He
the
did.
pizza, yes.
He said pain a lot.
I love that it's clearly just like maybe 4 people crawling underneath
Yeah,
like
with a
giant
giant
blanket.
carpet over
Yeah,
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Absolutely. It is like they barely cut the fringe off of it. You can see.
Yeah.
That is such the charm of the original series, I must say. Like all the very basic special effects.
Yeah, like I see it as the charm too. I'm sure modern audiences may feel different. Devil in the Dark was the name of the episode. So Tara and our Facebook audience got that correct. And Ricard Picardo guessed Billy McBillyface. I don't know. I mean, but
It's a great
sure,
guess.
Sure, yes. Why
Yeah.
not?
Love
Right.
that.
well, it's like Bodie McBodieface. It's
But, yeah.
basically
Yeah,
next
same thing.
level
Same
of that.
idea.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more.
All right.
Crewman Rayburn is suffocated by Ruck. Ruck being the key there. Heather.
Arena.
Negative.
No,
Mm.
I am afraid not. Julia.
Rock lobster.
We'll run the laugh track for that. Sloane.
Time, a rock.
Negative.
No. It was What Are Little Girls Made Of?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that is the end of our second round, and we all have a sigh of relief. So the points didn't move too much there, I'm afraid. So at the end of that round, Sloane, you are still coming in third with 2.5 points. Heather, unfortunately, you did not pick up any points. You remain on 4.5. Julia, you picked up 2 points for your good guess. So that brings you up to 7. So you're maintaining a narrow lead still. So well done. Well done. So our round... I have not actually written any questions for round 3. Instead, this is going to be made up on the spot because I have got my trivia books here and I am just going to find random trivia. I'm just going to flip to a page and ask you
I love it.
a question out of one of these books.
Bring it.
Yep. And also, if anyone in the chat, if you would like to ask a trivia question as a part of this round, whack it in the chat along with the answer. They're not looking, I promise, and I will ask one of your questions if you would like to challenge one of the Red Shirt Improv gang today. So what I'll do is I will open up to a random page. I'll tell you how many questions there are on the page.
This ASMR?
And you,
It is.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm taking on a whole new dimension on my show today. All right. So
bring in this patron.
I've got a page open here, and there is a picture of Picard and Data from the episode All Good Things on it. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions on the page. Sloane, which question should I ask? 1 to 7. Which one should I ask? 7. Question 7. All right. What caused the warp core accident that sent Ben Sisko into temporal displacement in The Visitor? There's multiple choice here, so how about I read the multiple choice?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. A 29th century timeship crash, microsingularity, chronoton emitter wave, or the wormhole's subspace inversion. Who have we got? Sloane.
Me. Wormhole. D.
Correct. That is correct.
That is correct.
Well done. Well done. Did not quite know how this one was going to go. Everyone in the chat is going, all right, so do I have any parameters on the questions I can ask? And no, not at all. So if you want to ask a question in the chat, ask whatever the hell you want. If it's a reasonable question, I will ask it. All right. Okay, so 1 point picked up for Sloane there. Let's flip the book again. Everyone seems to enjoy that. This will be everyone's favorite part. All right, Diana, I can see a question from you. I'll get to that one after this.
Oh, no.
All right. I am looking at the original Enterprise from TOS on the page. And again, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions on the page. Julia, which question should I ask from 1 to 8?
2.
Question 2. What aspect of time travel did agents Lucy and Dulma hate?
Oh.
Julia.
I forgot to wait for the multiple choices. Oh, well.
That's all right.
Nausea.
No.
Negative.
No. And I will do the multiple choice. So these were the two temporal agents who showed up on Deep Space Nine in the Trouble with Tribble episodes, if that helps. So did they dislike grandfather paradoxes, temporal inversions, predestination paradoxes, or timeline splits? Heather.
Timeline splits?
Negative.
No. Sloan?
Predestination.
Correct.
That is correct.
Well done. Well done. All right, so we're getting some questions in the chat. It's the first
You were
time
definitely going to get that one.
This is the first time I've taken questions from the chat before. So, Diana asks, so this is a lower decks question. What is Rutherford's first name?
Oh, he's so cute.
And unfortunately, Diana did not give us multiple choice. So,
Oh.
and you don't have to give me multiple choice, by the way, chat. You can give me whatever. Julia?
Rutherford.
I was like, hang on, I went to hit correct then, and then I had to stop and think about it.
Negative.
No. Heather or Sloan? Do you watch Lower Decks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, haven't memorized it yet.
I
So-
cannot remember what the first name is.
Just gonna something like this isn't it, but Matthew. It's not though.
Negative.
It is not Matthew.
No, it's not. But it's
Heather, would you like to take a guess?
Rutherford. John. Space Seed.
Negative.
Spacey was his middle name.
Yeah.
It was Samanthan. Samantha.
Samantha.
Oh.
All right, now we've got the chat's warming up now. We've got some more questions coming in. I like this next one from Tara, a regular viewer of the show. Tara asks, "What was the name of the ship that Janeway served on with Tom Paris's father?"
Admiral Paris.
Mm-hmm. What was the name of the ship? Heather?
Disappointment.
Negative.
USS Disappointment. Afraid not. Afraid not. Anyone else want to have a guess?
Janeway circumferences.
This is one of those ones where I think you need to have read the autobiography of Admiral Janeway. But Julia?
Voyager -1.
Negative.
Maybe, but no. Sloan?
In its heart.
The USS Starship Sedona.
I'm afraid
Negative.
not. The name of the ship was
What?
the Albertani. The Albertani.
Sure. Sure
yeah.
was.
And Tara just corrected me there. So it is actually mentioned in the pilot episode that she served on the Albertani. Tara, I believe that's when she visits Tom Paris in that wonderful penal colony of New Zealand. So
Wow, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, no, some of my best friends are from that penal colony.
I mean, I seem to remember Australia's history involves some of that too.
It does, but it comes full circle for New Zealand, apparently. All right. Next question. What else have we got here? All right, so we do have a question coming in from one of our Facebook viewers. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing names of Facebook users today. But the question is, which actor played Pike in The Cage? Heather.
Jeffrey Hunter.
Well done.
That is correct.
That is
Nice.
a point for Heather. Well done, well done.
Also the King of Kings.
I don't know that reference.
He was in a Jesus movie that I
Oh,
remember
okay.
seeing at school when I was a kid. And then when I saw him in Star Trek, I was like, oh, he's from the Jesus movie.
All right, this is an interesting one from Diana. Which Star Trek series has actors from Space Force, The Good Place, The Boys, and Jerry Maguire in it. So, which Star Trek series has actors from all of those series and films in it? Heather.
It has to be Lower Decks because of Jerry O'Connell.
That is correct.
Yes.
And Jack Quaid.
And Jack Quaid from The
Yep.
Boys. Well
Oh!
done. Well
Wow.
done. Well done. All right, I think we should let's flick to the book for this one.
Lower Decks.
Because we haven't had a bit of...
Who's in it from The Good? Well, doesn't matter. I'll look it up later.
Facebook user, if you would like to tell us...
Actor.
Oh, is he in The Good Place?
Yeah, he was Pillboy.
He's also
In The Good Place.
he's also in Loki. I quite like him in Loki.
He is. He's fantastic in that too.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna do this again. So I think this time...
Eugene Cordero.
Yes, yes.
Shout out to Eugene Cordero if you're there watching. You know.
We love you.
All right, I am looking at a picture of the whales from Star Trek 4, although I am
Yes, you are.
finding that the questions on the page don't seem to correspond to the picture I'm looking at. But
That's
fine.
disappointing.
All right, we have got another...
Want to talk about George and Martha? That I knew.
Jordan Gracie.
George and Gracie.
George
but-
and Gracie.
You're like,
Gracie.
you're like, I'm going to show you I know my stuff.
Half a point. Half a point.
George
Excellent.
and Martha. That's
Well,
a different Star Trek series.
That's they all wear powdered wigs.
They go in the holodeck to reenact Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. That'd be amazing.
Oh, with a lot of drinks. That's true. Yeah. Sorry.
All
dude.
right, Heather, I've got 8 questions
That's
on this
amazing.
page.
I love
Which
that.
one should I ask? Which one should I ask?
Go with number 2.
Question 2. Who killed Captain Kirk? Julia?
Soren.
That is correct.
That is correct. That is a point for Julia. Well done. Well done. All right. Not getting any more questions from the chat, so we've got 2 more. So we'll go to the book again. Just enjoying that too much now. I am looking at a photo of a random Romulan, and there is... I'm just going to say there's 8 questions on every page, so I'll go back to Sloane. Sloane, which question should I ask?
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. How long is the average Klingon pregnancy? Well, do we want the options?
Yeah.
All right. 20 weeks, 25 weeks, 30 weeks, 36 weeks. Heather.
20 weeks.
That is
Negative.
not correct. So that
What were
leaves
the other choices?
Sloane.
30.
That is correct.
That is correct. It is 30 weeks long. Alrighty. So that is a point for Sloane. Well done. Well done. All right. So let's go one last question. Oh, we've got some more people popping up in the chat. Tom Van Scotter is here, and we also have got Daphne from Facebook. Let's have a look at these last 2 questions. Which one of these do I want to pick? All right. I'm actually going to ask both of these, and I'm going to take the second one as a bonus. So I'm going to ask Tom Van Scotter's question. Which actress appeared in 2 episodes of the original series and 1 season of Deep Space Nine? Heather.
Diana Muldaur.
Well done.
That is correct.
Dr. Pulaski.
Yes.
Play her often in our shows.
It's
And still no one
about
likes
time
her.
someone did more Pulaski, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to
Doc,
ask...
I'm convinced Dr. Tana and Lower Decks would not exist without Pulaski.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right, I want to ask this last question because we didn't really do a question 7 of 9. So Daphne on Facebook has asked, how many actors have played Spock? This includes childhood depictions of him. So I'm going to get you all to guess. Whoever gets it closest gets 2 points. If you get it right, you'll get 3 points. very arbitrary. But Sloane, how many actors, including childhood depictions, have played Spock?
I'm going to say 8.
Okay, that's 8. And for Julia, would you like to guess?
6.
6. And Heather?
I'll guess 7.
7.
I was going to guess 6, so I'll go with 7.
It was 8.
Price is Right rules. Oh,
Oh.
nice job.
Well done.
That's so many.
Well, remember, he was a teen.
No, you're right. He's a baby.
In
He's
four.
Yeah, and then like
Or not
also
four.
in the Kelvin movies, he was a kid.
Right.
being-
Yeah.
now it's
know,
Strange in the World.
Yeah. Strange. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So
Box.
that brings us to the end of our improv round. Thank you very much, Obsessed with Star Trek.
Nice round.
Yeah,
Wow.
thank you so much. I think Diana, Tom, Daphne, Tara, and everyone who played along in the chat. That was a lot of fun. Now, we've got some really close scores, by the way, and things have changed in the leaderboard. Coming in third, we now have Heather on 7.5 points. Julia coming in second on 8 points. And Sloane, you are coming in first just on 8.5 points.
Damn.
Thank you, Winona Ryder.
Thank you,
Wow.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, people should say that more often.
It's true.
All those fortunes can change, though, as we go into the warp speed round. All right, the warp speed round is 20 rapid fire questions, which is going to finish with a little bit of an opportunity to see the Red Shirts improv in action. So get ready for that. That's going to come up at the end. All right, so I'm going to ask these questions very, very quickly. If I do not get an answer almost immediately, I will do this
Unable to comply.
and move on to the next question. I will only give 2 out of the 3 of you a chance to answer. So just to keep things moving along. All right, hands on buzzers. Let's go into warp. The first question: which alien species did we meet for the first time in the TNG episode The Samaritan Snare? Heather?
The Ferengi?
Negative.
Buzzers back open.
Unable to comply.
The Packleds. Question
Right.
2. Picard entertained a delegation led by Regent Kuzar in which Star Trek movie? Julia?
Generations.
Negative.
Afraid not. Buzzers back open. Heather?
Insurrection.
That is correct.
That is
Nice.
correct. All right. And a follow-up question from that. What was the greeting that Picard had to use?
Wasn't
Slow.
it the one with the headdress?
Mm-hmm. That's what they wore, but what did they say?
They said, but he was wearing the headdress and it looked like he had earrings on. It was so cute, and they were vegetarians and they didn't know. That's what I
Alright.
remember.
Unable to comply.
All right. Buzzers back open. Julia?
Ba weep ba nan weep nini bong.
Negative.
Clever. It was.
I was so confident I believed it.
I know, yeah. It was Eugene Chefor, emphasis on the cheen and the for. All right, next question. An engineer should always overestimate the time it takes to make repairs to maintain a reputation as what? Heather.
A miracle worker.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Nice.
Well done. Well done. Making a good start here, Heather. All right, question 5. Quark accompanied Cisco, Jake, and Nog in the episode The Jem'Hadar to try and convince Cisco to let him do what? Sloane?
Sell Ketracel White.
Negative.
I mean, the real answer's in there. But no. Julia.
Become Grand Nagus.
Negative.
No, he wanted to try and sell merchandise on the station's monitors. All right, next question.
Part's great.
What hobby did crewman Suda, the murderer on Voyager, take up whilst he was incarcerated? Ooh. Sloane?
Bonsai?
Say again, sorry.
Bonsai trees.
Negative.
Close, but no. Julia?
Anbo Jitsu.
No!
No, that's very close to bonsai. No, it was orchids. He was breeding orchids. But I will ask a follow-up question from that. What did he name his new species of orchid?
Unable to comply.
Oh, Julia, I'll let you go.
Space Seed.
Yeah.
He called
Great name.
it the Tuvok orchid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuvok was teaching him how to meditate.
That's right.
Yeah.
What position did Cassidy Yates once hold with Starfleet? Heather?
She captain?
Negative.
Nope. Open that buzzer back up. Sloane?
Didn't she run a barge? Barge vessel?
Negative.
I mean, you're close. You were close. She was convoy liaison officer for Starfleet at one point. In the season 1 TNG episode, The Neutral Zone, how many living cryogenic survivors were recovered? Heather?
4?
Negative.
Sloane?
5.
Oops.
Unable to comply.
Negative is what I meant to say. It was 3. You're very
Okay.
Which crewmate prosecuted Data in Measure of a Man? Julia.
Riker.
Yes.
That is correct.
Well done.
Took off
Well
his
done.
arm.
Follow-up question from that. Who was he doing this on behalf of?
Oh,
Julia.
Bruce Maddox.
That is correct.
Well done, Julia. Well done. In the episode Cupid, which Robin Hood character did Data play? Sloane.
Friar Tuck.
That is correct.
That is correct. Well done. What special school activity was seen during the TNG episode The Pegasus? Julia.
Sculpting. It was with clay, wasn't
Negative.
it?
No. Buzzer's back open.
Hmm.
What special school activity? Sloane.
Picard Day.
That is correct.
It was Captain Picard Day. Well done. Next question. What is Janeway's favorite ice cream flavor? Sloane.
Coffee.
That is correct.
Well done. Well done. Oh, these scores are so
I mean, honestly,
good.
if it's a trippy question about Janeway, it's like
coffee.
a 30%
Coffee.
chance the answer is coffee.
it's coffee.
All right. What song did the Doctor make Seven sing during the episode Equinox? Sloane.
Clementine, my darling Clementine.
That is correct.
Ooh, this is a comeback and a half. All right, question 16. How does Spock describe swearing in the movie The Voyage Home? Heather?
Colorful metaphors.
Colorful metaphors.
That is correct.
Well done. Double dumbass on you. All right, so the undiscovered country is a quote from which work by Shakespeare? Julia?
Hamlet.
That is correct.
Well done. We're getting to the pointy end of this. Which crew member is possessed in the original series episode Wolf in the Fold? Heather?
McCoy?
Negative.
No. Buzz is back open. Sloan?
Sulu?
Negative.
No, it was Scotty. Okay,
Mm.
second last before we get a little improv on. Why was the original Enterprise model only ever filmed from the same side? Sloan.
It was only half done.
Negative.
Kinda. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you.
That is correct.
But does anyone else know the actual answer?
Was it really tiny and on a stick?
It's in the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. I've seen it, and it's not quite as tiny as you might think. It's actually quite big. But no, it was half done to a sense because all the wiring for all the lights and stuff was exposed on the other side. So I gave you half a point for half done. All right. So our wonderful friends in the chat. I can see Havens in there. I can see Jez. I can see Tara. I can see Tom. So before the show, I asked our wonderful cast who are here with us from the Red Shirts Improv if they would do a little improv for us. Now, normally you do musical improv. It's going to be a little tricky to do on a live Zoom on YouTube. So instead, we'll do a bit of spoken improv. Now, what I want you to do in the chat is I want you to come up with the name of an episode that doesn't exist, so just a pretend episode. And then you're going to give us a little improv as to how that episode might play out. Is that correct? Is that normally how you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
How long do you want us to go?
Oh, a couple of minutes. It doesn't have to go for too long.
All right.
Now, so in the chat, come up with random episode names, fictional episode names that don't exist. And whilst we're getting some fictional episode names in the chat, tell us a little bit about how... I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about how one of these nights might normally go when you're doing this live. How do you normally get your ideas to do your musical improv?
Yeah, so we usually will get a fake episode title as we're doing here, or we also have a wheel of suggestions, which is like a list of numbers, and the audience will yell out a number, and it corresponds to a spreadsheet we have with a bunch of random ideas, like Q takes a break or something, and that's just gets yelled out as sort of an idea for us to bounce off of, and then we usually have a sort of bare bones structure where we will have like a captain's log and then some songs, some scenes, things like that. I don't want to spoil too much. Lots of singing.
All right.
Imagine that.
We're getting some fun ones here. So how about I give you the options and then you some of the ones we've got and then you tell me which one you might think sounds best. So Daphne has given us All That Glitters Is Not Latinum. Haven has given us The Trial of Janeway. We also have Children of the Morn, Devil Dog in the Dark, or It's Janeway or the Highway.
Yeah. These are all so good. It's an embarrassment of riches.
Should I pick one?
I think you should.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do all of them.
All right, I'm gonna go The Trial of Janeway.
Captain's log, start date 4837.2. This is some bullshit. I can't believe I got the ship home. They're putting me on. This makes no sense. I did everything I could. Did I commit some, crimes against humanity or what have you? Maybe, but coffee?
Captain, here's the problem. As your hotshot pilot, Tom Paris, you neglected to, not crash into a lot of things because you didn't get that coffee. And we've been telling you got to step down on that coffee because every time you don't get your caffeine, you get kind of crazy. And, this time it went a little too far. And look, I love to break rules, but it went too far even for me.
Well, and as the doctor, who I have named myself Joe, by the way, that's my name. I am now Joe. That happened.
Thank you,
I
Joe.
wanted to tell you that your heart rate is elevated. Your skin is sallow and wan. Your hair has lost that shiny luster.
The lighting in here is not great. Let's be real.
That is true. However, I agree with Lieutenant Paris that coffee has led to some serious destructive impulses in you. I am not a therapist. I am just a doctor. However, having said that, I think you're in trouble, Captain.
I think if you don't detox off coffee, your career in Starfleet might be over.
I can't face that.
There are really good alternatives. There are alternatives. I have downloaded them
Don't talk to me about tea. I know from tea.
I was going to say chicory, excellent. Decaf, also very good.
Yeah.
See, again, the decaf part is where you're losing me.
Captain, you have to make a behavioral change. If you do not change, there will be serious consequences. Tom and I here, we came to warn you.
Yeah. We're from 3 futures behind and 2 futures ahead.
It's like a do-si-do.
Yeah.
Is that's the one where Tuvok and Kim ended up merged together? Or is that
To Kim? To Kim, yeah, that was the alternate one that happened. That it was crazy how that happened again. It's like you had 2 Vics, and then we had 2 Kim, and still never wasn't an ensign though.
Yeah.
There's no one we could blend you with, Captain,
to fix this.
There is no blend possible, and that's it. That is a coffee joke.
That's a coffee reference.
I mean, Doctor, would it be possible to do some sort of merging with me and
don't say a cup of coffee.
Favorite coffee grounds, coffee beans.
God damn it!
So you would like me to ask Chief Engineer Bolana Torres to put you through the transporter and merge you with, did you say a coffee plant or a coffee grounds?
Coffee plant.
Okay, and how would this improve your life? We just told you need to detox.
Right. Well, so there was a wild case back in ancient Earth, and I think like the 1900s or something, of this person who ended up with it was called like auto brewery thing, where he basically his gut produced yeast and he basically made himself drunk. Which, so I'm thinking if we could do that but with coffee, then I mean look at it this way. Imagine how many transporter rations I'll save by just not needing to make coffee. I'll grow my own, like a photosynthetic sort of thing.
Captain, I have 2 questions for you about that. Did you do a weird holodeck simulation about this?
I mean, weird is subjective.
Okay. Did you also delete the wife? Because we've talked about this. We've talked about it.
I love that little fake town in Ireland. Did you delete the wife again? I love Fairhaven.
She did it. I can tell she did it. This is what she does when she doesn't have coffee.
Well,
okay.
See, it's my simulation.
Captain, I, as Chief Medical Officer, am making the decision. You are off coffee. I am not merging you with a coffee plant. We're going to reinstate that poor man's wife. and Fairhaven, and you are locked down from entering the holodeck, and in fact, you are locked down from coffee.
We'll be with you. We'll be with you the whole time while you detox. It's not that bad. You can have water.
Let's cut to like 4 hours later.
You're okay.
I didn't know you could throw things on the bridge. I thought that was all like bolted down. Apparently not.
No, did you see she broke the windows?
Yeah. I didn't even know that was possible. I thought that was completely like plexiglass, transparent aluminum.
Why didn't we do this on the holodeck, like when I had to detox from feelings?
No, because
why didn't we do that?
Because when you take her on the holodeck, you know what happens. She starts deleting stuff, and we can't get into that. She's gonna like delete the replicators, and next thing she's got coffee again.
What? You're looking crazy. If I delete the replicators, how would I get any coffee? Think before you speak, Tom.
That's a paradox.
Captain, do your deep breathing.
I mean, you're from the future, right there. There's your paradox right there.
Breathe. We will get through this together. Tom, we need reinforcements. We need several, not coffee reinforcements, but something else reinforcements. I will stay with the captain. But this is going to be bad for the next several hours or days.
And
scene.
Dramatic pause.
That was fabulous. Thank you so much for being such good sports and doing that. It was, who knows if I'll ever get to be able to see you actually do this in person one day, but I was so honored to actually have you do a little improv.
I hope you do. Imagine it with music.
Yeah. I mean, if you know some con in Australia who will pay to fly us out,
we will come there.
There is one that's starting up. Let's get your people to talk to my people.
That would be really fun.
Now, that didn't go quite the direction I thought it was going to go, which I think is the beauty of improv. I was like, the trial of Janeway. All right, she's going to be on trial for all the atrocities that she committed, murdering Tuvix or something like that. Instead, it was literally just, her trial by fire as she detoxed from coffee. And I love the reference to the Doctor having to detox from emotions. And such an unlikely pairing that the Doctor and Tom Paris were the ones ganging up on Janeway about getting off coffee.
Yeah, they don't usually hang out.
No, they don't. They don't at all.
No, it's fun to see them together.
The magic of improv.
Yeah,
that is the magic of improv.
Oh dear. Now I did.
And we don't usually do Voyager either, so that was
we've never done Voyager.
Yeah, you normally
before,
do TNG. That's right. So well
yeah,
done
we
for
do.
taking that challenge. Well done. Well done.
Hey, now we know we can.
All right. So in the chat, I did actually ask.
You have to get new shirts and
we'll talk
swap
later.
the colors around. So in the chat, I was asking for people to rate their their favorite performance out of the three of you to score the last point for the game.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Now,
do we know our names?
Yeah, there was.
I am competitive.
Top left was which on their screen
that's you.
Is slow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So slow.
You're my top left.
You picked up a point, a final point for the game for giving the best performance as the Doctor. So congratulations!
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Deep cut emotions.
Now that does bring us to the end of your quiz, and fortunes have reversed in the warp speed round. That was a really tight competition. So Heather, you at the beginning of the warp speed round, you started to pick up a lot of pace.
Yeah.
Lost it a little bit towards the end, so you did come in third with 10.5 points. Julia, you got a couple of good answers in there during the warp speed round as well. You came in second on 11 points. And Sloan is our ultimate Trekspert for today with 14 points.
Well deserved.
I don't
Absolutely.
know one title name at all.
You
When
missed
in
it.
doubt, Winona
Space
Ryder.
Seed.
And Space Seed.
Yeah.
And Space Seed.
Space Seed, Winona Ryder.
Dear.
Always Space Seed.
An episode with Big Head. Big Head Kid.
Our live audience was loving it, by the way. Daphne on Facebook was like, how is this just not a real episode? How has this not been made?
Right? You
yeah.
want to see it. You want to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll get us in the writer's room for Legacy.
Mm.
So, Sloan, do you have a victory speech, an acceptance speech you'd like to give?
Oh, of course I do.
As the doctor?
Firstly,
Yeah, as
I
the
would like to thank David for coming in early January to make this date for us. Really, you are
Yes,
our
that's
everything.
true. Thank you.
Thank you for supporting our nerddom, our trekdom, and our triviadom. Thank you. It's really all about you, David. It's all thanks to you.
Why,
And thank you too for my half point here and there that really helped to bump me.
Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder. And half a starship was really the thing that gave me the confidence to continue on guessing weird names and also digging deep into the trivia. So thank you. I'd also like to thank my teammates, my friends, my fellow Trek nerds, Heather and Julia, for their love and support and all of their knowledge. Thank you both.
Well done, well done. And Julia, as our second place, we always offer the chance for some final words, a concession speech, if you will. Any final words, how you're feeling in humble position of second?
I mean, I always feel humble as somebody who gets to perform with these lovely humans. So yeah, no, this was fantastic, David. Thank you for having us. And fingers crossed for Irish reunification in 2024.
Well done, well done. And do you want to, before we wrap up, tell us a little bit more about where our audience can find you, both in person and online?
Heather,
Well, online,
Yeah.
online, you can definitely find us as Red Shirts Musical Improv on most of the social media places like Facebook, Instagram. We do have a TikTok. We don't use it much. We got to get better about that because that's where everyone is. But
Wait,
Red Shirts
have we
Musical Improv.
Have we posted? I need the D clips for that.
That's a great idea. Yeah, y'all need to see Julia do this song. It's amazing.
All right, we'll have
And
to
then in person. Currently, we're based out of New York City in the U.S.
Mhm.
So we are usually performing in various places wherever we can book shows. We're performing there. We always put that on our socials. So if you are in the States and in New York and you want to come see us, please do. But we do travel. So if you have a con and you want us to come, con audiences are our favorite people to perform
Yes.
for. Because
Mm.
we
I
can
need
make
the
all
D
the
was at
right,
FlameCon.
right. Was at FlameCon, right? And cons are where we really make our deepest cuts. Kind of what we just did for y'all really briefly, where we threw in a lot of deep cuts. Like we will do that in our cons with our con audiences because we know you all get it because we do too. We're nerds, and that's the best.
Do you ever make it to STLV? Star Trek Las Vegas?
No, and I don't know why. We really should.
You got I go to Star
amazing.
Trek Las Vegas, and yes,
Yeah.
you would be a hit there for sure.
We should do it. We should really look into how we could do that.
Well, thank you all so much. This was a lot of fun to come back in for 2024. And to my listeners and viewers, whether you're watching live or listening or watching the replay, remember that if you were watching today and you thought that you could do better than our contestants, well, please put your latinum where your mouth is. You can register to be a contestant in 2024 on the Treksperts Quiz by heading over to our website, thetrekspertsquiz.com. and check out the registration form at the bottom. You can also register your interest by hitting me up in a DM on the various social medias. You can find Treksperts Quiz on Instagram, X, Blue Sky, Threads, Facebook, on all of them. Mostly active on Instagram. So if you would like to be in the 2024 program, we are looking to start broadcasting more episodes at the back end of February, towards the end of the Australian summer. So hit us up if you want to be on the show. So that's pretty much it for now. Remember to check out the rest of the other BQN programs by searching for BQN wherever you get your podcasts from. And remember that no matter what you do and no matter where you go, please make sure you go boldly. Live long and prosper, everyone.
What else can you listen to on the BQN? Replicate yourself a mug of hot chocolate and join Amy, Mark, Christos, and Kelvin as they discuss everything and anything in the Star Trek universe on All Good Things. Boost yourself with an energy drink and join Davey on YouTube and Twitch for reviews and live streams of classic, cheap, and sometimes more recent video games on Bargain Bin Gamer. Brew yourself a pot of coffee and join Jeremiah to discuss Star Trek Voyager on The Captain's Couch. Mix your favorite cocktail and join Mark and Matt at Cinema Z to discuss the films you probably missed but should definitely check out. Pour a cup of tea, Earl Grey, hot, and listen to Stephen and Keith as they discuss the next generation of Trek on Galaxy Class. Get yourself something caffeinated and learn an interesting bit of history with Chrissy and Jason on History with the Zalogis. Have a bowl of Flomeek soup and join Thad and Chrissy and a guest to discuss new episodes of Star Trek as they are released on Infinite Diversity. Have something to sharpen your mind and put your Trek knowledge to the test with the Treksperts Quiz. Take a bite out of something that didn't seem edible and join Kyle, Kevin, Amy, and Haley covering all things in New Trek, including that show that is Trek in all but name, The Orville, on Union Federation. Get your Sunday brunch ready for The View Screen, a live weekly talk show hosted by Kelvin and Amy with featured guests talking about all things Trek. Pour a glass of wine and spill some tea with Christos while he discusses current Trek news and events and explores the world of fandom via guest interviews, all with an LGBTQIA+ perspective on What's the Tea, Bev? And Patreon members get to pass around that green bottle of Aldebaran whiskey once a month on the round table, and they can listen to It's Green with Mark White and Amy's Math Moments.
Double T Media.